totally crashed. That was awesome. That was a hell of a way to start a live, wasn't it? What's going on, YouTube? Me and old Brown, we are in, as you can tell, sunny California this evening. And we are sitting around like two bums with thumbs in our... because we ain't got no freight. So when y'all are hearing people talk about the freight market being soft, especially in certain parts of the country, they are not lying. I promise you, freight is soft right now in certain areas. Guys, I have to deal with this sun for like another hour or so. I'm going to have a cigarette, then I'll close it up. But freight is extremely soft, partly because of the last week was Lent, and then Good Friday, and then Easter, and there's so much just piled up back to back to back to back that, you know, shit happens, I guess. Would be the best way to describe it, right? So we got empty this morning, and yet here we sit with an empty trailer. Now we did get a load, however it doesn't pick up till tomorrow. Doesn't pick up till tomorrow. Taco truck, just certain parts of the country, buddy. Just certain parts of the country. But yeah, it does get slow sometimes. It does get slow, and also they had all that weather out here in California. So, but we will eventually get a load and get our ass out of here. We're supposed to pick up tomorrow at 1500 in Colton, and that sun is killing me. And head over to Dallas. I'm in Ontario, Pat. David's got a load of Bud Light. Bud. First day down working on these CVTs. Man, Mad Medic, man, them CVTs suck. Texas is in Idaho. So the crazies from Florida there, they've been stuck in Cali, but at least they're running back and forth up and down the state, it sounds like. Kenworth, there's going to be produce out of the old Walmart. It's now Sprouts over there in Colton. Well, Philip, what happened was, with Easter, we had a lot of trucks that were sitting over the weekend here. So all those trucks got loaded first today to get them out of here. And so when push comes to shove, we got left out. Push comes to shove, we got left out. I do the inspection. Stuber Uber got a new trainer. Debbie's in Cali as well. Yeah, Taco, we got here this morning. We stayed up in Barstow last night because, you know, there ain't shit down here in the middle of the night. So we pulled into Barstow about 11 o'clock last night. Brown was driving, he parked us, and I got up around 4 o'clock this morning and took the hell off. Is what I did. So Tex is on his first load. Hey, at least you should get a good load of berries out of Salinas. You should get a really nice paying load. Should anyways. We'll see, right? Daniel, I have an email. It's crazybags357@gmail.com. crazybags357@gmail.com. Guys, this sun's almost down, so this will clear up. All this light coming in. It's like half my face looks like I'm about 100 years old or something. Hey. I'm right down the road from there, Debbie. I'm at the TA in Ontario. Yeah, Melon, we got one today too, but it picks up tomorrow. Yeah, Melon was coming here too. Melon, what day did you guys get here? Hey, Joyce. How's it going up north of the border? Hopefully things are well up there. It's starting to warm up down here. Weather's starting to improve a little bit. Yeah, we get some good beer loads out of Salinas. I wish I was in Salinas. I almost would have took a local if they'd have gave me a load out of Salinas. What's going on, Mike? Damn, Melvin, y'all been here that long? Holy crap. Holy crap. See, guys, freight's just terrible right now out here. And part of it is they deadheaded those teams out here. They deadheaded a bunch of teams out here on Thursday. Going places, I wouldn't worry about it because my PSD students who've never driven truck before, they never did any backing until we got back to the pad. They learned on the pad, then they learned during TNT. They didn't back during PSD at all. Period. They backed when we got back to the backing pad and I taught them. What's going on, Harmony? Yeah, Mel, we're at the TA. Yeah, shit, John, I wish. I'd love to do a live from the 7th green at Augusta. There you go. Let's do it at Augusta, man. What's going on, Greg? I'm doing good, Max. Alan, yeah, everything's going all right. So Joyce and we're going to get a load tomorrow. Brian, I'm at TA Ontario. What's up, I'm a B? Yeah, I'm at the TA in Ontario, guys. It's packed in here. And the first thing I noticed right away is the bums still run rampant through the parking lot begging for money. Shit, we weren't in here 10 minutes, man. They were banging on the freaking doors, guys. So we got a lot of people in here tonight. I wanted to touch on something really quick, guys, at the beginning of this video. So if y'all have any questions or anything you need like attention on, hold on to it for just a moment, okay? Just wanted to touch on some things. So I've noticed a couple things going on. Most of you know one situation that's going on with somebody. There's somebody else on YouTube today that posted a video about some mental health issues and depression and stuff. And I just want to talk about trucking and your well-being, guys. Trucking is a very solitude job, all right? It is not all guns and glory out on the highway, all right? It can be a very lonely, sad profession if you let it be. So make sure that if you're just getting into trucking or you're already in trucking, make sure you do things on a daily basis for your mental health. Okay, your mental well-being. Take care of yourself, folks, all right? No matter what you have going on at home, you have to take care of you out here on the road, all right? So whether that means picking up the phone and calling a sibling or a child or whatever you have, okay? Make sure you try to do that every now and then, guys. And communicate with people on the outside and put yourself in a good place. Because being out here can really get to you. You have a lot of time to think. And yeah, correct. And yeah, don't let it take your life away, all right? Make sure that you allow it to be your financial support for your life, but it can't be your whole life, all right? You still have to have emotional support. You still need to have friends. You still need to have family. There's a lot of things you still need. If you get in these trucks, guys, and you lock yourselves in these trucks, and you get out here on the road, and you stay gone for 4, 5, 6 months without really communicating with anybody on a regular basis, it's going to mess you up in your head, okay? It's going to do it. And don't allow it to do that to you. Just don't do it, all right? Stuff happens at home, man. We all know the situation, right? My regulars know what I'm talking about. Stuff happens at home you have no control of. You have to find a way. I'm going to fix this lighting. You have to find a way for you to make sure that, although it's traumatizing emotionally, that you get to a point where you can get past that and it doesn't affect you long term. Because when something traumatizing happens to you out here and you're alone and you're by yourself and you have nothing but time to think about it or to rethink about it, or, you know, beat yourself up thinking you could have done something different or should have done something different, it's very unhealthy for you, and it's going to lead you down some dark paths. And just don't allow it to do that, okay? Don't allow it to do that. And this is not, I'm not doing this because of my friend, but I'm doing this more because I saw a video today from Jay Cannell, who's leaving YouTube and social media currently. Maybe not forever, maybe he'll come back. But that's what sparked this conversation I'm trying to have here, is that video. Jay Cannell's in a very rough place. I don't know him. I don't know nothing about him. I'm not talking shit about him. I'm talking strictly about the video that was posted. If you're so bad off that you can't even do a video, that all you do is words, then you're doing the right thing by moving on, okay? So don't allow that. Don't allow yourselves to get in that position. Take time for yourself. Take time for your family. Take time for whatever you need, okay? And don't allow yourself to get mixed up in bullshit. Correct. You're alone, but it doesn't have to be lonely. You are correct. You are correct. You know, do different things. Do different things, guys. Whatever it may be, take some downtime. Hey, look, if you're a single guy and you really don't have no family, go take your downtime in Springfield, get your room at the hotel, and hang out with other Prime drivers, all right? You know, do something healthy for yourself. Get the hell out of this box, for starters, all right? Get the hell out of this box for a day or two. You know, even if you're alone. And you should definitely have the money if you have nowhere to go but Springfield. Get the hell out. Faith, Jay Cannell, he's a YouTuber. He posted a video today. He's leaving social media for mental health reasons. Like I said, I don't know nothing about him. To be honest with you, it's the only video I ever saw. I've never even watched one of his videos. But, you know, I know he's a truck driver, and I know he's a YouTuber with 45,000 followers, and he just, I guess he just let himself go on in the dark side or something. I don't know. But, guys, take care of yourself. Take care of yourselves. That's right, I'ma be. That's right. You know, hey, there's a lot of truck drivers that do turn to religion. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not all religious people. But, I mean, there are plenty of truck drivers that do turn to religion. And it helps them get through hard times. or you can hit the strip clubs. Everybody's different. Different strokes, different folks. You know? Different strokes, different folks. Alright, but anyhow, okay guys, so we're going to get past that. How the hell is everybody doing? Alright, so we've had we had about a rough week. We've been sicker than shit. We've been coughing up these big old neon loogie greeny booger things. Like super, super sick. Couldn't breathe, couldn't think. And I think we're both almost past it. Almost past it, both of us. Chris says it's all about timing. It's all about timing, man. So, I have a student currently on the truck. He's got just over 8,000 miles in. We were hoping he'd have more than that, but freight's been bad. And we got sick. All right, Ron. There you go. No, I'm a lot better now. I'm a lot better. I was sicker than a dog for a few days. We stopped yesterday over there in Utah, in Beaver, Utah. We stopped in Beaver and took showers, you know, and swished out. And old Brown there, he ain't never seen Las Vegas. And so last night he got to drive through Las Vegas. He got so excited he woke me up. Yeah, exactly how sick was the dog? I'm telling you, it was pretty damn sick, Sweet Tea. Pretty damn sick. No, John, I have not moved yet. I have not. Green monuments. So going place is currently home. Vegas is awesome. Yeah, we went through there. Tom, they can drive whenever. Heck yeah, they're going to drive with a load. I hope they better drive with a load. That's what they're out there to do, is drive. Look, I'll just be honest with you. My PSD students, when they're just straight PSD, they do all the driving. All right? If you have never driven a truck before, you do not have a CDL in your life, and you come to Prime and you get me as a trainer, you better count on driving from day one, all right? Because you're going to be driving from day one. The minute you get in my truck, you're driving my truck, and you're going to drive my truck until we get back to test you out. Period. Because I already have my CDL. I don't need it. Take the bad germs out of the ear, Joyce. I'll remember that. Richard, we didn't get empty today till about, what time? 1 p.m. So we just got empty at 1 p.m. We're going to sit 24 hours. That's how long we're going to sit. At Harmony, well, I'll be honest with you. When I have PSD students who've never driven a truck before, they get my undivided attention during their PSD training. I promise you that. When they're behind the wheel, I am alert and I am up here and I am taking care of business. All right, Kenworth, take care, buddy. Have a good night. What's going on, Dale? Kyle? Yeah, they get my undivided attention. I got... This truck is how I feed my family. So I have to make sure this truck stays operational. That's for damn sure. My vape had died. I recharged it today. Should be fully charged. So Kyle got me this. It's a Raptor, John. It's a Raptor. Kyle got me this this vape, guys. It's an 80-watt twister, and I'm going to use it to eventually, hopefully, quit smoking. That's got to be Ron Jeremy. Got to be Ron Jeremy. So, John, it's a my 3-year-old loves Raptors. Blue is his favorite from the recent Jurassic Park movies with Chris Pratt. So, John, I waited like 45 minutes. I started driving through Vegas for the first time. Yeah, so do I. We actually come through late last night. So we were coming south down 15. And we hit the top of the hill and he said, "Holy shit, Bags, look at this." So luckily I was still up. I just opened the curtain. Sure enough, you could see Vegas. You know, you can see the roller coaster over there. And I mean, it was cool. Yeah, first time through Vegas is always a treat. Offering me up here. Sweet Tea, I know you better be lying. I know you better be lying. So where's Cabbage? Cabbage is on 84 or 82. Oh, shit, I have to look. Over there in Oregon. Blue Mountain, man. Blue Mountain is Cabbage. I ain't getting no vape going on here. I better do something about that. Knoll, Missouri. You're at that Tyson plant there, man. I hate going to Knoll. You sitting in that shitty ass yard over there in that little gravel along the fence on the left. For some reason, guys, I'm not getting a big enough hit on this. I've got it wide open. $12 miles south, easy for John, right? So, hey, my time that I'm going to be spending in Springfield has changed. I know I had told a few of you I'll actually be there this weekend. This weekend. I will not be in Springfield this coming weekend. It will be the following weekend, guys. I should be arriving in Springfield on May 3rd. Just so everybody knows, May 3rd is my timeline to arrive in Springfield. I think I fixed it. Debbie, I do not. It's alright. Still ain't getting a whole lot, but that's okay. Good enough. Oh, maybe that's... Oh, I bet you're right, Stuber. I bet you I turned the voltage down today when I was cleaning it. I will bet you are correct. Hadn't even thought about that because I had it set where I wanted it, and then I cleaned it today. And, well, I bet you this one right here is going to choke me out. Y'all ready to laugh at me? Because this is going to be brutal. Let me make sure I try to... Here we go. Thank you, Harmony. I appreciate that. I got all kinds of packages in Springfield right now, guys. Like, I got a lot. Yeah. Thank you, Uber. That is Stuber Uber. That definitely fixed the problem. How you doing, Miss Wade? Yeah. That definitely fixed the problem, Stuber. Appreciate that. That's what it was. I turned it down today. Ah. But shit. 50 milligram Nick. Damn, that's pretty high. Boom goes to dynamite. You got that right. Going places, that's not going to happen now due to tax reasons. So we'll not be moving to Springfield due to tax reasons. Like 7,000 of them. However, we probably and are moving back to Florida. So we're going to find a place down in Florida. Is what we're going to do. But shit, you know, we're going to pick this up tomorrow, guys. I guess they changed the name down here. There used to be a Walmart down here. A Miracle or something that did nothing but Walmart produce, and they changed the name of it to Sprouts. They should change the name to Sprouts. All right, Joyce, have a good night. Be careful on that load tomorrow. Yeah, it's not really high, Stuber. Kyle mixed it up. I think it's 9%, 6%, something like that. Florida doesn't have state income tax. Florida doesn't have personal income tax. Just federal. And they don't have tax on food either, by the way. I grew up down there. I lived down there about half my life. What's going on, Phoenix? Yeah, Greg, I'll get cheap loads out of Florida. I'll get good loads going home, but I'll get a cheap load coming out. Scott wants to know, how long does it take to get your CDL? Scott, it just depends. Usually a couple weeks. It's a minimum of 14 days you got to have your permit in Missouri before you can test. Correct, going places, yeah. And I'm going to be starting an S Corp this year. What's going on, Jeff? Ken Stuber's here. Stuber's at Prime. Dad's Adventure. I grew up in St. Petersburg. Jesse, not often enough right now, but that's going to change. All in time, man. I got plans in place. I just got to keep on track. Kyle, it's okay. I mean, honestly, I like Florida better, but there you go. 4 days in orientation, 6 in PSD and trifecta. Yep. St. Pete Beach, yeah. I mean, I know St. Pete Beach very well. St. Pete Beach, Madeira Beach, Clearwater Beach, Treasure Island, Pasadena, Fort DeSoto. I grew up down there, right on those beaches. I grew up surfing right there on those beaches. Right? What's surfing? Anybody who knows about the Gulf, you know, there really ain't no surfing unless there's a hurricane coming. But, you know, we can hop on an 18-inch wave and think we're doing something. That's the way we roll. Yeah, Sprouts is a grocery store. Yeah, I saw someone else said it's like a produce market up top there. So that's where we're going to go tomorrow. We're going to pick up here at Sprouts, and we're going to take it to Sprouts in Dallas, or just south of Dallas on 45. No, Jesse, we haven't been running real hard. I'll just be honest with you. No, Jeff. I had left on the vape and left it wide open, left the air chamber wide open. It had leaked everywhere, and I cleaned it up earlier, and I'd wiped some on me and had it on my hands. So I charged it. I cleaned it up, charged it, cleaned the truck up and everything, and then went to do live, and I could still smell it on my hands. So I'm assuming I probably still had some on my forehead. Yeah, Kenneth, yeah, they're doing that in a lot of places. Just like now, guys, you got to take drug tests before you come to Prime, right? Everybody knows that, right? You got to take drug tests. Got to take drug tests before you ever even get to Prime now. And then they'll piss you again randomly when you get here if they want. They'll do it again. So just remember that. We've had people already sent home because they took their piss test. Was that you? I think someone knocked on my truck. Oh, they didn't. They take their pee test before they come to Prime, and they think they're in the clear, and then they come to Prime, and then Prime just random somebody in orientation, and then they get their ass sent home. Oh, Kiana, you suck. I wish I lived in Hawaii. I wish.
Shit.
You all right?
Yeah. I just hit that.
Oh, okay. You just seem like you're in a hurry.
Nah. Just a step back.
Did you get this thing? This hurts like a mother effer.
Like Legos?
Dude, that thing's worse than Legos, man.
No, you just got to step over this to get over here. You know what I mean?
Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? That drink holder in the middle of the truck, that thing's worse than damn Legos on the ground.
Yeah, it is.
That thing will F you up.
I stepped on it one night.
You step on it, it'll hurt your freaking core. Yeah, it'll hurt your freaking heels. If you kick it, it'll break your damn toes.
Yeah, it ain't no joke.
They're all saying hi, Mr. Brown.
Hey.
Let me turn it. You don't blow your nose?
Yeah.
He's blowing his nose, so.
What's going on, guys?
So they want to say hello.
What's up?
Make good choices, people. Yeah, right. How's the golf training going?
I think
that's what they want to know.
It's stressful a little bit at times when I can't like get a back the way I want it in a tight ass spot like Mags does. But besides that, like it's been okay. The traffic can get a little bit hectic sometimes in places.
A little bit, a lot.
It could get hectic, man.
So
it could get hectic.
One of the backing he's referring you to is we pulled into the TA in Barstow last night, and there was like 2 spots in the whole place, and it was tight, wasn't it? It was tight.
2, I've never seen traffic coming and going into Las Vegas like it was last night or ever.
So those of you
it was like a sea of cars, man.
Those of you that traveled Las Vegas to Los Angeles, you know what 15 looks like. All them headlights and brake lights.
Yeah,
he was amazed. He was like, "It's freaking Sunday night, man, and all you see is a sea of cars, sea of traffic at night."
It was like it wasn't even dark outside because of all the car lights. You know what I mean?
Dad's Adventure, we got here this morning and delivered. We just got here this morning and delivered, and we're gonna pick up tomorrow morning. It's still a whole wasted day. But, luckily it was only one day. And then we got to Barstow, and we had a really tight spot, and he started backing into it, but he was tired.
Yeah, I was tired.
It was like midnight, and
I was done.
We started the day at like, what time did I leave? Like 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started driving at like 4 in the morning, and then he took over, and he had been up most of the day. I think you slept till about 7, didn't you?
Yeah.
And so he'd been up all day, so he was tired. So he took over, and then we get to Barstow, and I left this morning around 4:30. Yeah, and it was a holiday weekend, and it was Easter, so all that traffic was hauling ass back to L.A.
I couldn't believe it.
it was serious.
How much traffic it was.
Yeah,
man.
It was pretty serious.
Oh, and I had never went through the way station in California.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a way station. The produce point.
There you go.
The produce check, the fruit Nazis, man. He had to deal with the fruit Nazis for the first time.
That was different. Well, all they did was ask for the paperwork, though, but it was just something I've never done.
Hey, so what do you think of that traffic in SoCal? He got a taste of that today when we left the receiver. Because I let him drive back here.
It wasn't. It's not real bad here.
It wasn't real bad.
As long as you keep your gap here, it's not real bad.
Now keep in mind we only went to the City of Industry. We went to the very first exit at the 5760 split.
Yeah, we didn't go like deep into it.
So we didn't go down to 405, and we didn't go up 99 or nothing like that.
Oh God, no.
So,
I'm sure it's gonna happen sometime, but not today.
Dad's Adventure, no, I won't get it out. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So that load won't make payroll. So this week here I had just under $7,000 in revenue. And the week's already over. Everything's already been scanned in, processed, everything. So I had $7,000 in revenue minus all my expenses. Minus all my fuel and everything like that. Backup practice with a small air compressor with a work truck. Oh. Drove through Seattle this morning on 90, 405 and 5. Yeah. Yeah, Dallas-Fort Worth is rough as shit. Hey, I hate going to Dallas. Dallas, Houston, they're 2 of my most dreaded. I'll go deal with Chicago before I'll deal with Dallas or Houston.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dallas is bad.
Dallas
is really bad.
Dallas is bad, but Houston is worse.
Oh, man.
Houston, for those of you that are familiar with Houston, you know what I'm talking about. Houston ain't no joke. It's no fun. So yeah, so Brown's got 8,000 miles in, right?
Yeah.
8,000 miles done, and we're going to run another till a week from Friday. We're going to stay out, and then I'm going to take him home, and then I'm going to go to Springfield and take just a short, couple day break, get out of the truck, then get back in the truck, pick him up, and finish his training. The Peterbilt will come in during his training, so he'll get something different that most students don't get to do. He's going to get to drive 2 of the different model trucks we have here at Prime during training.
That's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, so he's driving the Freightliner now, and he'll drive the Peterbilt his last 2 weeks of training probably.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So he'll get to see the difference in the 2 trucks. So that'll be really interesting. I'm ready to pick up Big Red. Big Red will be ready sometime the end of May, so about a month from now. I'll get her cleaned out and get her washed up and polished and get everything scrubbed down and get her turned in. You guys don't know because I'm going to do a video on it. I'm actually going to video the entire truck inside and out before I turn it in. And that way I have some video proof of what needs to be repaired and what doesn't. Yeah, Kiana, I hate going up 95 over there from like, really, I mean, north of Richmond. I mean, once you get north of Richmond, it gets really shitty. So all the way up through DC and Baltimore and all of Philly and into Jersey, it's just a damn mess.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a damn mess. Hey Jeff, yes, you can do that. Yeah, you have the ability to have your student to regulate how fast you want your student to drive. So, but that's more of like a maximum regulation, because you don't want to put like I don't know how to describe it. So like most of my students don't drive really above 58, but as they get more comfortable, you know, they might speed up a little bit, do 60, 62. Cedric now, you guys know Cedric, he was a little different. Cedric picked up really fast onto everything, and he was very comfortable in the truck, and he very much understood the dangers very quickly as far as turning and rolling and all that. And so I let Cedric just do what he wanted. But even doing what he wanted, I think he still did 58 most of the time. I don't think he ever really did 65 unless we were on a tight load. I think it's the only time even Cedric did 65. Quincy, California. What's going on, Steely? Yeah, we're in Ontario. Worst back was out on Long Island. Yeah, Sweet Tea, I had one of those. Is that the one where you backed around the building? Because that's where I went. I went out to Long Island to that produce place out there and had to back around the entire damn building. I made a video on it. It was pretty crappy. Correct. Go coast to coast to get your miles of your TNT. That's where the mileage is. Especially right now. Well, usually right now because of produce season, but it just doesn't seem to be hopping like it did last year. Last year was freaking nuts for produce. Like, I couldn't get back to Cali fast enough. Like, I had David Brewer, man, we would leave Cali, we'd go to freaking Jersey or North Carolina, and they would immediately send us right back to Cali and then right back out to the east. It was just nonstop. Boom, 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 boom. Matter of fact, I want to say I picked David up. David was PSD and TNT, so he had to do both. And I got him on like April 10th, maybe, or 17th. I probably got him like the 17th of April, 19th of April. He was done June 20th. Like June 23rd, he was out. So 2 months. And he went home for like 4 days, 3 or 4 days. It was quick. We were really quick. No, offside street, around cars parked on the street, load of loot shop supply. Damn, Sweet Tea, that's a pretty crappy one. Yeah, 58 is really, really a nice speed to drive because you never really pass anybody. And it's very stress-free. So it's a really good, relaxing way to drive is a good way to say it. But, you know, it's very, very stress-free is what it is. And it just, it helps everybody. And it's very fuel efficient, yes.
Thanks, bro.
Very, very fuel efficient. See how the lighting is. That's getting better.
It's a lot better now.
Yeah, it's getting better out here.
Man, it was hot up there earlier when that sun was out. Oh, boy. I hopped up there, I was like, oh, I turned that air conditioner on me. That ceiling gets hot.
This is the first time it's been warm out. And so Brown got up in that top bunk this afternoon for the first time in the heat.
Yeah, I hadn't felt it like that yet.
Pretty damn warm, ain't it?
Yeah, it gets warm.
Yeah, very warm. Yeah, Ralph, this year, man, produce really took a fucking beating, guys. Oh, Scott, I go to PA all the time. I love going to PA. The loads pay good going there. They don't pay worth a shit leaving, but they pay good going there. Steely, I really couldn't tell you. I've pretty much only driven Freightliners. I had a Volvo in 2007, but fuel mileage sucked in it, so I got rid of it. Going places, I did not. The only video I ever watched of his was he was with a girl and she was picking up her truck and it was a black Peterbilt with pink lettering on it. It's the only video I ever saw. That's it. You guys got to remember, man, I've been leasing trucks since 2007. So I was already leasing trucks when most of these YouTube guys started. You guys getting a fuel surcharge. Time we always get a fuel surcharge. What do you mean yet? Oh, that's a good one, Valken. That's a good one right there. Wintersville, man. Hey, make sure you go to that Sunco, man, at that restaurant in there. Steely, I was a company driver at FFE for 1 year, and then I started leasing. They required you to be company for 1 year before they'd allow you to lease a truck. They wanted you to run for a year, and they wanted to make sure that you were going to be profitable before they would lease you a truck. So no, I did not lease straight out of truck driving school. I actually had to be a company driver for 12 full months, and then I was able to lease a truck. And my training did not count towards that year. I literally had to be in my own truck as a company driver for 1 full year. And then I leased. And I did really well, guys, leasing, and then I got that Volvo in it. Man, it sucked in that Volvo. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I was fighting. I had a Volvo with a Cummins in it, and I was doing 55 miles an hour. And I was, I was on paper logs. I'll just be honest with you. I was running 3,500, 4,000 miles a week, and I was still barely clearing $800, $900 because it was getting 5 miles to the gallon. Cajun's got 104 miles to go. Cajun, you got a whoop, buddy. Congratulations. Just be careful. Be careful finishing it up. All right? Yeah, Big John. I've been up on 5-2 Oregon. Matter of fact, I picked up, what's the name of that place? Harry and David's. Right there north of the California line. There's a pilot up there too. Maybe that's at 23. I think that sounds right. But I picked up a Harry David's up there. But yeah, I used to haul, and I probably still will at some point. We have FedEx loads that go out of Sacramento and go to Portland, and we just go straight up 5 through the mountains. Jeff, we're in Ontario. There's freight issues. Yeah, what's going on, Cammy? Yeah, there's freight issues. Hey, what's going on, Nene? Trucker Nene in Kentucky. How's it going, girl? How's that training thing going for you? I know it can be stressful. I'm a B. I could not keep Big Red without turning it into an ace lease. So I could keep Big Red if I walked in and gave him 14 grand and signed an ace lease, which means I would own it after a certain amount of time. But I'm not doing that. What year did I have the Volvo? 2007, Dads. It was 2007. Had the freaking bed that turned into the table in the middle and everything, just like that. Oh. Welcome to training and delivering in Florida, because when you leave Florida and you're a trainer, you're taking flowers. Or they're going to ask you to. And everybody's going to do it at least once. What was my pay for last week training? Shit. I don't remember. It was a decent check though. I mean, it was a full check. $3,000. I think it was just over $3,000. I think I paid a lot of bills. I can tell you that. I paid a shit ton of bills last week. So love driving. Yeah. Now can they seem to keep everybody east of freaking Denver that's solo? Seems like all the trainers go west of Denver. Everybody else stays east. And even Denver is just every now and then. Even Denver's even just out of the blue. Not often enough usually, in my opinion. Because I like getting out there in the summertime as well. She's whipping and nay-naying. She was probably whipping and nay-naying them flowers, man. I bet you she was tossing them boxes. Hey guys, flowers aren't no fun. I've hauled flowers with Sean and Cedric. I haul flowers with both of them, and it's a workout. It is definitely a workout, and many of the stops take 2 people. At going places, I'll let you know at the end of the year, buddy. I got to compare the 2019 tax returns when I get them. I just now got 2018s, which I'm going to make a video on. The 2000 and the video I did on my 2017 year-to-date at Prime with the taxes was a big hit. All right, it's got like, I don't know, almost 14,000 views here on YouTube. So I'm definitely going to do a 2018 year-end review video of the money I made last year training and solo, because it was a little bit of both. So I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah, Nene, you will. I'm like you. Get a whole new appreciation. So Nene learned about flowers, guys. Flowers can be rough because most of them are hand unload. You're letting yourself into the stores in the middle of the night, and sometimes not in the best areas of town. And so you got to worry about getting the load unloaded. You got to worry about your surroundings. You got to worry about your personal security. You got to worry about everything all at once. And we're talking like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, and some of these flower shops, you're parked on the street. And, you know, one driver's in the truck, one driver's in the trailer, the other driver's on the ground. And you're handing flowers out, and they're stacking them on a cart and rolling them inside and grabbing a fresh cart. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, Mickey, my 2017 is, yeah. It says Prime Inc. lease operators, cost pay, and something else. Something like that. But I'm going to do a 2018 one. Flatbed's easier than flowers. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, hey guys, flowers are tough, man. And we got guys here that do them every week. Every week. They'll definitely keep you in shape. Ain't no doubt about it. They will keep you in shape. You grow strong. Nene's got some big old muscles. She keeps doing flower loads. Nene's gonna look like she's been pumping iron. She's been lifting. Her students ain't gonna think about acting up around her. I want to switch your dispatcher out of Denver. Race car, he's all right. I'm out of the garden. Nene's like, I'm out of the flower business. What's going on, Law? I haven't had one since Cedric, so I didn't get one with Stefan, and me and Brown haven't had one yet. Brian, they pay compared to everything else out of Florida, but they don't pay. All right, if that makes sense to you. All right. Because of where you're at, it's like it's the best paying load in the area. But that doesn't say a whole lot when the crap that comes out of Tropicana is like 85 cents a mile. But they do pay. Oh, you got a good one. Hey, at least you got paid. Shit. No, they can also come out of Oxnard. They come out of Portland area. We have a yard up in Portland, or warehouse. I don't remember the name of the exact town. It's just south of Portland. So we'll just say Portland, Oxnard, California, and Pearson, Florida, and Miami, Florida. The government juice. Yeah, it's like the government cheese, man. It's like the government cheese. That's pretty funny, though. Oh, Kiana's got a load of beer. Where'd you pick it up at, Kiana? Kiana's got 44,000 pounds of beer. Nene made 4,600 off the flowers. Oh, you come out of New York. That doesn't pay worth a shit. Ron. Race car's not that easy to switch, man. It's not that easy to switch, race car. You'd be surprised. Frappuccinos, yeah, Suede. I had some of those. Where'd you pick those up at? What do you think where I picked mine up? I picked mine up in the caves in Springfield. Holy shit, Falcon. That tells you how shitty freight was this weekend. If you had a freaking load of rolls. Ron, come on, buddy. Let's put Ron in the corner for a minute. Yeah, they can keep beer and they can keep paper. I don't want either one of them. Neither one of them paid. Yeah, you picked yours up in the caves in Springfield? Yeah. Yeah, it's still daylight. Yeah. Yeah, it's still daylight out. Sort of. Lancaster, Texas. That's where old FFE is right there. FFE's in Lancaster, Texas. Yeah, it's only 7:30 here, folks. Yeah, it's only 7:30 here. It's still pretty early. Yeah, it's still pretty early here. Shit, we don't pick up till 3 p.m. tomorrow. So we get to sleep in tomorrow. We don't have to set no alarm clocks. We don't have to do shit. And then Brown will start the day, and he'll drive till probably like 8 or 9. Then I'll take over and drive till 6 or 7 the next morning. Sitting at the 90? Yeah. Sometimes they won't take you. It just all depends. Yeah, it's dark out there. Yeah, it's 10:30. It's 10:30 at home. Yeah, Jeff, he's just getting a little out of hand. So, it's alright. Flower loads steal your hours. Well, I guess, Nene, I guess that depends on how long you logged that it took you to unload it. Mickey, I'm heading to Texas. Unfortunately, we're going to Dallas. Brown's going to get to deal with some Dallas traffic at some point. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Hey, y'all see my Cubbies, right? They're 500 again. That's pretty good considering how the season started for them. Yeah, Valken, I hate that crap, man. Tyson's famous for that. I used to be on that dedicated account over at KOLM. It drove me freaking nuts, man. I swear that's all I did was drive nights over there. Jack Stickett. Swade says good luck. Oh, yeah. With Dallas traffic. Yeah, she said next time she's going to make sure she trip plans around rush hour.
Yeah, you get stuck there in a car during rush hour.
Yeah.
Let alone a truck. I already know. You'll be sitting in there for hours, dude. Yep.
Yeah, you'll be in Dallas a long time.
Dallas sucks. Dallas does suck.
Go White Sox. Whatever, Jack. What's going on, Michael? You lost a mirror. Holy crap, Swade. That didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. What pilot are you by? Oh, is Swade Park got a pilot somewhere? First day of PSD orientation done. All right, man. Now you just got to get your permit tomorrow. Be prepared. CDL prep. CDL prep. All right? Be prepared tomorrow when you go to take your permit. Be down there when the bus is leaving. Get your ass on the bus. If you missed the Prime shuttle to the DMV, walk your ass out to the street, get on a city bus, and just take it down there to the DMV. I've seen people get sent home because on Friday they still hadn't passed the permit test and only took it one time. And you ask them, you've been here all week. How come on Friday afternoon you've only took your permit test one time? Oh, well, the shuttle was full every time. The shuttle was full every single time it went to the DMV. I highly doubt that, but even if it was, you can go right out there and buy you like a $2 all-day pass and get on the city bus and ride it down to the DMV and back. All right. Everybody who comes to Prime to go to our PSD program is at least the age of 21. You are all adults. You don't need no one to babysit you. You don't need no one to hold your hand. You know what you got to do. Get it done. All right, get it done. Correct. Yeah, you can catch it right there at Walmart. Yep, walk over to Walmart. All the city buses come there. Just call the DMV and ask them, say, which bus runs there? Which bus do I need to get on? So that's just a heads up, because yeah, we have had people who got sent home because on Friday they still didn't have their permit and their excuse was the bus was full every time the shuttle was full. But they have capped orientation classes at Prime to 55 now, guys. Greg, we've had people say every bus was full. Greg, I'll be honest with you, last summer we had weeks where we had 300 people come in a week. Has an FFE terminal on the property? That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, FFE does all that LTL freight, man, for Cargill and them. It's not that far. If you walked out of campus and walked towards Walmart and just kept walking straight, a couple miles down the road, get you some exercise. So Greg said 110. They've capped it now, Greg, at 55. 55, right? 55 people a week. My guess is they're going to 55 in order to prepare. This is just a guess. This is me talking, all right? This is just me in my mind. My guess is that they're switching to 55 a week to prepare for the trainer shortage we're going to have starting next February. And they just want to go ahead and get that worked out now. Yes, Wade, that's it. That's the Oasis. Yeah, that's it, Wade. Yeah, it's a hotel convention center. And it's got the fire and ice bar and grill inside of it. Yeah, Phoenix, yeah, they're pretty backed up. I'm glad you're finally coming, Phoenix. You've been watching my videos since last fall. Shit, we're going into summertime. For long. Swade, you'd seen it. You already went on a field trip there one night, remember? That's pretty funny, though. It's right across from the caves. So Swade and, oh my gosh, Richard. Swade and Richard got to go to the Come and Go, see it firsthand. They got to see it firsthand. Guys, it's going to be crazy when I get back to Springfield and I got to open all that damn mail. Because rumor has it y'all sent me some crazy ass shit, and like me and Chad were talking and he was like, you might want to put like a viewer discretion advised, like a PG-13 movie at the front of the video. Something along those lines. Alright, Harmony, have a good night. Swade, it's not that hard to figure out. Just pull on in there, pulling the pump. Now getting out of there is a different story. You right, Valken? Sounds like a one-night stand. Oh, Kiana, that will happen. They will shut you down. Did you not pick one up? They don't have one at Cardinal Sleep? You might just want to have them route you to the yard. Harry, yes, I do. I do, Harry. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think it's just going to be on this date going forward. Boom. And in order to go through a trainer's class, you must have 2 years experience. I don't know, Ralph. 1 week they sent home 28. One week they sent home 28. But a large group of them were caught like with alcohol having a party at the campus. Well, hell, David, don't wake up for me, man. Go back to sleep for a little bit. You haven't seen anybody get sent home yet? Like I said, a very large group that week were caught drinking at campus in a couple of the rooms. And the sad part was, it was like, I believe it was on Tuesday night. Yeah, hey, Kiana's got a whole trailer of beer. A whole trailer. Kiana, then save some for us. I drink. David drinks coffee, though. Hey, Phoenix, you would be surprised, man. No, I'm not leaving. No, I'm not leaving. Yeah, I'm not leaving. He wanted to know if I was leaving because he's going to park right in front of me for a minute. He's got me blocked in. He must have to use the bathroom or something. No, it's Swade. That's, well, I don't know. That'd be a pretty good idea, but peel back the black insulation and splice the wires at the same colors on each side. Correct, I would splice it together myself too if I was her. I would have spliced it back together myself. Oh, Valken, they would immediately stick a student in your truck. Because here's the thing. If you're certified to train and you don't have a student for 30 days, they make you take the class over again. We got to get Kiana some road help. Kiana, if I pass you on the road, I'll splice it back together. I even got electrical tape and rider splicers and everything on the truck. Harry, if you're that deep into TNT, that's between you and your trainer, but I mean, it won't be when you're working. I mean, you know, if you guys stop in Springfield for a couple days, you go home for a couple days, you know, that's between you and them and whoever else. So, yeah, here's what I tell my students. You're an adult. Do what you need to do. I don't want to see it. I'm not going to be part of it, but I'm also not going to be, you know, talking about drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you're an adult, you know. Use your brain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Falcon, they'd stick a student with you immediately. Immediately. So, when I drop Brown off, I'm probably going to go 3 to 4 weeks without a student. Because I have some things I want to do. I want to get myself on a schedule. I got some things I want to do. Any recommendations on a good seat cushion? Just buy you a pillow. That's my recommendation. Buy you a pillow. They got these little $5 pillows at Walmart. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, yep. No, Phoenix, I'm not moving to Missouri. Correct. Nertz is right. The ideal thing to do, I mean, it just depends. Greg, you can't upgrade without your home state license. So there's your time limit. You will not upgrade without having your home state license. Oh, so Vida's saying 6 months. That's good to know because at one time it was like 30 days. Johnny. Hey Johnny, I'm gonna have to Google that and look into that. Hell, all truck drivers need that. Yeah, Nene, yeah. See, so Nene said it's different. Like in New York, you only had a week to transfer it. So my students have always had 30 days, but it could be state related. And my dispatch has always made sure I got them home in those 30 days to get it transferred over. But like, Brown already has his home state. Stefan already had his home state. My brother lived in the same, basically the same town as me, so that was easy. I just took home time, and then he went to DMV, got his transferred. David lived in Kentucky, so I just dropped him off on my way home. He lived like 120 miles from me. And then Cedric was in Georgia, so I dropped him off right before Christmas, and then I was home for a week and picked him up afterwards, and he got his done. What's going on, Lucas? So I think, yeah, so Nene saying it just depends on the state, basically. And that wouldn't surprise me. Passport helpful. Sweet tea, I mean, if you have a passport and you can bring it, you can bring that instead of they'll take that instead of a birth certificate. So for like TWIC card and for identification purposes with Prime to get hired, they will take a passport in lieu of a birth certificate. You still have to have other forms of ID, but up here in cold Minnesota. Yeah, I mean, Cali's nice. It was 85 today. Kiana has a passport for personal reasons. Yeah, because she wants to dip the hell out. Kiana wants to be able to dip the hell out when she wants to. She wants to go. Yeah, you've always, I'm pretty sure you've always, do what?
Thinking about going getting ice cream.
Getting ice cream?
Yeah.
Wait till later on, yeah. Yeah, but see, Minnesota sucks when it comes to licenses because of that, you know, they have the real ID licenses. Man, it took Stefan, like, no joke. Stefan applied for his license in November, and it didn't come in until March. That's terrible. And he ain't the only one. I know Holly had the same issue with hers. She had to wait forever for hers. She was talking about it one day. Yeah, Nay, it is stupid. It takes forever. No, Suede, I mean, TWIC's something easy. If you come to Prime, you can just go to the TWIC office and apply for it. It's pretty simple. And then mail it to Prime, you just pick it up there. The Albert Lee Petro. Hey, that's a good stop. I like that one. They got that Cold Stone Creamery in there. They got ice cream in that one.
Yeah, I was thinking
They got a
about
Cold
ice
Stone
cream.
Creamery up there in at the Petro up there in Albert Lee.
Walk, man. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, Kiana, I'm the same way. I haven't used mine since I became a trainer.
Not a bad idea.
I used it a lot as a solo, like maybe a dozen times, but I haven't used it one time in a year. Takes forever. Yeah, now Phoenix, you're gonna be there. I'll be there that weekend, so if you don't get a trainer right away, I'll be there that weekend after you get done with your orientation and everything. I should be in on Saturday. No, Twic's good for 5 years. I think Twic's good for 5 years, Swade. Yeah, it's taking 5 months, Ralph. I believe it. That tweaker card. Hey, I seen a tweaker in the parking lot today, guys. Best line ever when he come knocked on my door looking for money. All right. You know, when they're sitting there and they're kind of twitching a little bit, you know, and they're like hopping around and pacing around when they're talking to you, it's obvious something's wrong. He's like, man, can you really help me out, man? Come on, I got shut down because my DOT card expired and I need $17 more to get a DOT physical. Hey, Ron, I dare you to go to sleep right where you are if you drank that much vodka. A trucker's cruise? Who's arranging that? Where's that at? I'm going to look that up. Is it in our news on the app or something? Maybe he had Tourette's. No, Kenneth, he's a tweaker. It's on the Prime Facebook. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm going to look it up. Hey, David, they giving you a truck tomorrow, or what are they doing? They gave money only if he promises to buy meth. You know, it's funny because my mom, anybody who ever asked my mom for money, she would ask them what they wanted it for. If they said, like, something stupid, she wouldn't give them no money. But if they said, I need a damn beer, she'd give them money. Trucker cruise through Dave Summers, aka AS Cruises. David, you ain't got to give me money. I'll give you a hug, buddy. Someone give David H a hug. I know there's somebody out there in the parking lot at Prime 1. Go find David H and give him a hug. He needs it. It might work, Kiana. Try it out. I'm going to have to approve it, but it might work. 20 bucks one day, yeah, I mean, my mom will give them beer money all day long, but she wouldn't give them no money if they lied to her. She wouldn't give no money if they lied. I'm gonna have to look into that cruise. I'll get David a... Hey David, how much weight have you lost this week? Guys, have y'all seen the new pictures of David H? He's skinny as shit. I'm curious how much weight he lost this week. Because I got a feeling it's a little bit. I bet you he lost 15 or 20 pounds. He needs to eat a little more. So I'm going to make sure when I'm in Springfield that I stop in and visit the world famous Page. Why lie? I need beer. There you go, Kenneth. And he probably got enough money every day to get drunk. He probably got enough money every day to fill up his cooler and go back to his cardboard box and drink his day away. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. I'm glad I'm empty. I don't have to like worry about seals or somebody trying to cut my lock off or nothing. There's a load lock back there. I didn't have room for it. They might try to steal, but surely not going to cut a lock off for a freaking load bar. Wheel Trans, yeah, Mickey, they do. They haul prime trailers. They have some other divisions, but their reefer division hauls prime trailers. Transland, that's a different company. They do their own thing. As far as I know. As far as I know, they do anyways. I haven't heard otherwise. Yeah, JB, I'm in Ontario. I'm at the TA, not the Petro, the TA. I'm at the T, I guess they call it TA West, even though they changed, they used to both be TAs. And then they changed that one to a Petro on the east side over there. Hey, Kent, that happens right here in Ontario, too. Over there at that Petro. I've seen it at that Petro. Oh. Sorry, guys. I got to plug it in. But, yeah, I've seen that happen at that Petro over there. I got to grab a charger, guys. Hold up. You find out which one I can unplug. I'll unplug this one. It was a 76 at first. I just remember it was a Petro years and years ago when I used to come here all the time. And, or no, it used to be a TA, now it's Petro. It was TA East, TA West. What's going on, Highway? Yeah, guys, there's good companies out there. You just gotta find, like I tell you all the time, guys, find the one that fits for you. You know, look at Swade and Richard, man. Ozark worked for them. It fit into their wheelhouse, so they're there. Hopefully they're successful there. I was held up twice at the old TA in Ontario. Well, Ralph, I mean, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now, but I ain't getting out in the middle of the night. All right, Nene, have a good night. Sleep tight. Yeah, you won't see me get out of my truck. Nope. Nope. I'm not going to put myself in that position and let them try to get in my truck. We'll just leave it at that. All right, you're going to send it to my Instagram? All right. Summer, fall, winter, spring. I assume he's talking about flatbed. Pretty much said it sucks year round. We're pretty close to the building tonight. We got here pretty early. I went in earlier and got Taco Bell. I was half starved to death. Thank you, Kiana. I just got that link. I did get the link, so I'll look at it later and take a peek at it. Yeah, they got Taco Bell here. They do. They do. 10 cents for a bag. I paid that today, too. Here it is. The big old reuse, recycle, reduce. The reusable 10-cent bag that they sell here at the TA for you to carry your shit back out to your truck that you buy. There's lots of prime trucks. Oh, Hey, JB, are you here too? Suede, they all have Subway. All truck stops seem to have Subway nowadays. It's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. $1 a bag. Holy crap. That's crazy. They're 10 cents here. They're 10 cents. That is it. Subway's good for you. So do you guys want me to go over 2018 a little more in depth? Like, I started to do that the other night, but then I stopped. I don't know where it's at exactly. I'd have to find it, but I think I have it here. I can give you some numbers if I can find it. These are garbage here. These are the ones that had to be redone. Yeah, these are all the ones that had to be redone. Over the highway in Oklahoma. Yeah, but then you gotta walk, right? Truckers don't like walking, let's be honest. Right? Truckers don't believe in walking anywhere. That ain't no joke. Look at that. 2018. Right on top. Well, I mean, I like walking too now, but I hated it. David, you are a lying ass truck driver. Because everybody who watches your channel saw that day I told you where that Casey's was when you were in Rogers, Arkansas, and it's right around the corner, and you said, I ain't walking that far. Holy shit, I'd drive over there. You liar. Well, these numbers are a little off because they're not solo numbers, guys. Yes, you did walk, but you were not happy, and we all thought you were going to have a heart attack on the way there. You started breathing really, really heavy. So, guys, this is actually from Abacus. All right, it is my, I'm trying to cover some shit up, but it is my actual 2018 summary and return. It's the one that is filed with the IRS. It is a lot of pages long. And, well, Michael, here's the problem. So Michael asked me, do you have an outside CPA in your hometown? Michael, I used an outside CPA, and I used him for years, and I never paid no taxes. And then I got audited by the IRS. And now my private CPA, outside CPA is now under indictment, and I owed $40,000. All right? So I will no longer bullshit and use somebody who's going to tell me I don't owe no money. I'm not going to fall for that ever again. Ever again. Correct. So that will never happen again for me in my life. I will do it the right way. I'm not cutting corners. I'm not going to go with the cheapest guy who says he's going to save me the most money. I'm going to go with a company that's big enough to eat the shit when things go wrong. That's what I want to do. Is a 32-inch duffel bag too big to bring? Yeah, Mark, that's pretty big. It has to fit at the end of your bed. How big's your duffel bag? Is it 32?
32 inches?
Yeah.
I think it was like 27.
And he doesn't do the whole space, right? I think Stefan brought a 32 and it fit right at the end of the bed. So that might work.
I think about 27. I think.
All right, folks, so here we go. Let's see. Let me get past it. Let me get to the real numbers. Not all this bull crap. This is all like deduction forms and everything like that, which we'll go over a little bit.
No, you might be right. It might be a 32 inch.
Might be. I'm trying to find the big number where it says, you know, the 1099 one. So the 1099 number, guys, is like totally worthless, just so you guys know. This is just my actual every dollar, every penny that Prime gave me, but it's not how much money I took home, all right? So please understand that. It is not the amount of money I took home. Is the money, and it includes like lumpers and reimbursements for lumpers and everything. It includes a whole lot of shit. All right, and I'm trying to find that number for you guys. Valken, you are correct. Valken is correct. It's pretty painless. Just give them what they want. Sign here. Do this. That's who prepared all this stuff. And I'm just simple. Okay, here it is. So my gross revenue that I was paid. All right. Now keep in mind this includes outside lumpers. So trip revenue was $222,965. I got paid $2,757 in detention last year. $38,670 in fuel surcharge. $458 for flour load unloading, basically. They reimbursed me $3,328 in tolls, $5,000 in lumpers, all kinds of stuff, guys. $1,000 in trailer washouts, $8,000 in training bonuses, $500 in layover pay, $500 in deadhead pay, which was at Christmas time. Anyhow, total gross revenue that they gave me, money they gave me, was $286,158, guys. So this is for 2018. Gross revenue paid to me from Prime, which includes everything I just said, plus a couple other things like referral bonus, layover pay, transition pay, all that. $286,158. All right. That's the big number, right? That's the number you always hear people talk about. I made $250,000 last year. Okay. Well, I guess technically I did, right? I mean, according to the IRS, I did. I made $286,000 last year. So, is that what I should tell everybody? I made $286,000. No, that's not the hell I'm telling everybody. So, I'm trying to find the deduction sheet so we can talk about deductions, right? Because that's pretty important. That's pretty important. I'm trying to find where it actually breaks it down for you one by one. Because I want to try to give you guys very accurate numbers. Arrested for pumping your own gas. That's funny as shit. That is pretty funny. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this as quick as I can. It's just a lot of shit here. Alright, so expenses. Let's talk about expenses. Yeah, David, you probably did. Good night, bud. So, truck payments, $55,686, guys. Oh no, wait a minute, that's fuel. So tractor fuel last year, $55,686. Reefer fuel, $3,886. 2,800 in like Qualcomm charges. It says communication, bank charges. Some of this stuff is stuff I turned in, like ATM fees, stuff like that. It's 344. 187 in scales. $5,716 in lumpers, but you know Prime paid it in the other number I gave you, so this is just offsetting that number. So everything, my expenses other than my truck was $85,395. Okay, that's my operation cost, but not the truck. I'm gonna keep going, guys, till I find it all. I promise you. Because I know you guys are kind of curious. Some of you are curious about this. Some of you may not be. If I'm boring you, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. But the problem is I don't see the damn number. So my my per dem. Where the hell is all my... Guys, I don't like this. There's too many damn pieces of paper. This is what I get for not being prepared to do this. You know, usually I would like be prepared to do this. Usually. There's like so many pages to this, guys. It's really crazy. It's got like stuff from 2017, 2018. $2019. Shit in here I don't know nothing about. I don't even see how much truck was, right? So it's $1,064 a week. We know that, right? So it's got to be over $52,000. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Sleepy kitty, happy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Sounds good to me. There's your song, David. There's your song. All right, guys, maybe I'll have to do this another night because I can't see all the numbers. I can't find this shit, which sucks. But basically, what it boils down to is this: the big number is $286,000. The adjusted gross business income is $96,563. I had $17,000 in per diem as a deduction, so it takes my profit here at Prime up to $113,000. All right. On that $113,000, I had to pay $19,000 in taxes total for the year. I'm going to give a bigger breakdown in a video I do, but a lot of people ask for this all the time. I've done this before, so I want to do it again. So $286,000 gross, $113,000 actual money in my pocket, minus $19,000. All right, so roughly I put in my pocket after taxes $94,000 last year. That was 28 weeks as a team operation, 24 weeks as solo or PSD. So if on a full year, it's obviously going to be even more than that. No, absolutely do not, Ralph. No, all that's deducted before they figure your tax. All that's deducted before they figure their tax. So then we can just bust it down, right? 94 is what we come up with, so $94,000. Let me get the calculator out really quick. I usually don't have to even do this, but I'm going to do it just to make sure my numbers are right. If you divide by 52 weeks, it means every week after taxes, I took home $1,807. Springfield, Missouri, Moto. They have an office at Prime upstairs. So that means for the year, for 52 weeks, I averaged $1,807 after taxes. So it's a very good week, or very good week, very good year. Nothing wrong with that. Now this year will be better than that because, well, maybe not, because I'm going to take a small break from training. So it may not be better than that. Mr. Brown will be the end for just a short time at least. And I'm going to get some different weight setups on the truck for like dumbbells and stuff. And I'm going to get some straps and some resistance bands and resistance straps set up in here. Moto, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to go that far. Correct. That's getting paid percentage, not by mileage. Okay, that's getting paid by percentage. All right. Correct. That's getting 72% of the loads. Correct, Tulsa. Yeah, I'm going to get the S-Corp set up this year just to do that right there. Correct. Correct. On 5,500 revenue, Kiana, that'd be terrible. How many miles is 286,000 on? That's a good question. So I will have to go into my last email from last year. I have to go into my last pay email. So let me see what the last one is. It's December 28th was the last one for last year, and the mileage was revenue. That's actual current week 2,427. So 80,525 is one number. That's not all of it though, because I changed trucks. So I got to get the other number too. So 80,525 plus what day did my truck come in? I think it came in June 27th. So let me just verify this. 80,525 plus oh, that does. Is that for the year or is that for? Yeah, that would probably be right. Plus 67, so 85 and 67 is what? 152,000 miles, I think. I think that's accurate. It might be lower than that, but I don't want to give you a wrong number. I'd rather be too high. So 152,000 miles, I believe. So 286,000 divided by the 152 is $1.88 a mile. When you pull out SoCal, take a couple people with you. So how do I feel about training? Is it worth it? I mean, it is, Jay. I mean, I think it is. I mean, the money's there. You can make a lot of money doing it. But like I said, I'm going to take a break from it. I've done it for a year solid now. I've had a student nonstop for over 12 months now. And sometimes not even like a break in between. I had no break between Cedric and Stefan. I had no break between Stefan and Brown. What is considered high mileage for a truck? Swade, me personally, like high mileage, I'd say is like 500,000 miles. What does it cost per mile for your truck? You talking about for the year? See, Ralph, I'll have to figure all that out, man. You're gonna make me. I'm gonna have to dig in there and find out add up the truck payment and the fuel cost divided by how many miles I drove for the year and all that. Because I don't know the number off the top of my head. And you can't do it on a weekly basis, I mean, because I get paid percentage. So it changes. It changes every week. Sometimes the costs to operate the truck are high, sometimes they're low. It depends on where I buy fuel, how heavy my loads are, everything. But I can do that in the year-end review I do. Matter of fact, I may sit up tonight a little bit and fool with these numbers and get them all written down and find out what my actual cost per mile was for operation. Correct, Tulsa. Yeah, you are correct. You are correct about that. Yeah. Yeah, so and I didn't have no break between Sean and Cedric. But I took 8 days off with Cedric when I was home for Christmas. Me and Cedric went home for like 7 or 8 days. So really, and I had no break between Greg and Sean. So I picked Greg up like July. Shit, we spent July 4th on the truck. I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't. I picked Greg up like July 10th or 11th, I think. So I've had a student assigned to my truck every day since like July 10th or 11th of last year. That's a long time to go without, having a single day of not having a student, assigned to the truck. Now, I've had days like in between, where Stefan got out of the truck in the hotel, Brown was already in the hotel, and I had 4 days or 3 days in Springfield where I slept in the truck by myself and a little bit. Correct, Tulsa, you are correct. You get addicted to it. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. So Greg said 149. Mine was 113, Greg. And I didn't start training until April. So 149 is very realistic. I totally believe that. No doubt in my mind about it. How you doing, Tyler? Nissan Versa. $9. I'm trying to remember what I spent for fuel this week. Yeah, training money's good, guys. Training money's good. If you're a good trainer, guys, the problem is it has to be about more than the money. Okay? Because if it's just about the money, shit's gonna go wrong at some point and cost you a bunch of money, right? Does the Prime app show you? No, Johnny, it does not. But you can go into your view loads, go down to the history, find your very first load from TNT, and work your way back up the ladder until you add them all up. See there. Too much paperwork today, brain is fired. Johnny, that's a hell of an idea, though. Next time they ask about the app and recommendations for it, I think I'm going to put that on there. The problem is they have no way to revolving add it up. Like, even the fleet managers have to go in and start at your first load from TNT and add them all up real quick. So like, Brown's keeping track of his on a little pad. Me and Stefan kept track of his on a pad. It's just easier that way. So we're going to deliver on Thursday morning. Brown will be over 9,000 miles, and he'll have 8 days before he goes home. So, yeah, you can ask your fleet manager. He should be able to tell you. You got that shit right, Greg. You got that right. And also, you got to remember too, guys, I sleep on the top bunk a lot with my students. You know, a lot of trainers don't do that. I talked to a student recently who was telling me that their trainer didn't care if they'd been in bed an hour. If they pulled up to a shipper and they were going to be there for a couple hours getting unloaded like a Walmart, that trainer didn't care if that student had been in bed an hour. He kicked their ass up, made them get up on the top bunk, woke them up, get up on the top bunk. And then when they would leave Walmart, wake them up again, tell them to get back on the bottom bunk. You can't get no damn sleep that way. So I do a lot of sleeping on the top bunk. Hell, we were at our receiver today. Brown was awake. I still slept on the top bunk. It don't bother me. I ain't scared to crawl up there. If it's good enough for my students, it's good enough for me. Oh yeah, they're also on your check, correct. Yeah, JB's right. Yeah, they're also on your check. You can get them that way too. Tommy, I do. I do. Trucking changed my life. I think it can change other people's. You know, I tell you all the time, trucking's not for everybody. Some people don't need trucking, okay? Some people went to college or had the ability to go to college for 4 or 8 years, all right? If those people want to follow me on YouTube, I'm cool with that. And they want to get into trucking. But I'm mainly trying to reach out to people who, you know, are high school educated or less, feel like they're in dead-end jobs, and let them know, hey, there's a way for you to step out of the box and make enough money to give your family a lifestyle that you never expected to be able to give them. There's a way to do that. I would have loved to have seen Cedar's red-haired ass running across there, probably carrying 2 small puppies with a goose chasing him. That would have been funny as shit. Correct, Swade, it's not all roses. Look at today, you know. And I tell y'all coming in, those of you who are not in trucking yet, you're coming in. So someone said they're coming the 29th. There's some other people still in the application process. It's going on a roll for time. Guys, come in here knowing it's not all fucking roses and glory and fun, all right? Look at today. We sat around all day today, all right? Brown's pulling his hair out of his head. He's like, I can't, oh man, this drives me crazy. You know, we're just sitting around. I'm still in the transition period. I have it, I'm using it. It's right here. I used it earlier. But I'm still in the transition stage. I haven't switched fully over to it yet, but I am using it. I got aggressive. Hey Tyler, I don't know if it can turn sideways and fit up against the wall between the wall or on the bed between the wall and the cabinet. You're good. Correct, Swade. Trucking on the couch is a hell of a lot of fun. Heck yeah. When you're sitting on the couch drinking a beer watching YouTube, you're like, hell yeah, that's what I want to do. And then you get your ass out here and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, what the hell did I get myself into? You know, it's a different kind of world. It's a different kind of world. And Tyler, I'm not sure on the measurements between the wall and the cabinet. Yeah, look, yeah, sometimes trucking sucks, man. Y'all saw this winter, I got stuck in Montana. You know, today we delivered, we got stuck here in Ontario all day today, can't pick up till tomorrow. You know, we'll be empty 26 hours before we pick up. That's a long time to sit. Laredo's good because you're gonna get a nice produce load out. We're gonna pick up tomorrow and head to Dallas out of Colton, California. Correct, yeah, Swade's right. So yeah, you either learn to adapt or you go find another effing job, right? I mean, that's what truckers do. People get in a truck and they do one of two things. They adapt or they go home. Armchair trucker, bam, yeah. Yeah, you have to adapt out here, man. You have to find ways to entertain yourself in the downtime. I will tell you, it's easier solo than in training, right? Because in training, you're sharing a truck, right? So it's two people in the truck. When I'm solo and I have downtime, I'm pulling the curtains, I'm throwing on Netflix, it's like I'm at home, you know? I'm playing a game on a phone, I'm talking to family, I'm doing whatever. You know, it just all depends. Downtime is much easier to handle when you're solo, I think is what I was getting at with that, in my opinion. Downtime when you're training and you're team driving, it's tough. It's tough because there's two of you in the little box. Down the road. How do you forget George is on Eastern time? That's crazy. Laredo to Livonia, yeah, that's, yep. And Jason's probably going to get that. Rolling for Time's probably going to get that. I know he's been putting out some videos, guys. So Rolling for Time, he's a new solo driver. He's been making videos. I just saw one the other day he put out. Y'all might want to check it out. See what he's doing out there. Give you kind of a solo view of a new driver out there with Prime. Yeah, see, I like going through Dallas at night. Sanderson Farms in Georgia stinks like shit. Yeah, it kind of does. Oh man, that's where you picked up going to Laredo? That means you have you don't even have good chicken, man. You have fucking chicken paws, which is a feet, or beaks, or necks. Loaded 3 spoils, drove 30 miles, picked up a load of wood in less than 3 hours. Well, Greg, most of the time that's the way it is over here in Reefer Division. I'm telling you, it's the holiday and the weather. So much flooding, man. California's had so much. Yeah, sleeping's better solo too. You ain't lying. Holy shit, sleeping's way better. You don't sleep with a shit. Team driving. One of Brown's biggest problems right now is sleeping when the truck's moving. You know, it takes some getting used to. It takes a lot of getting used to. One of two things happen. Either eventually you adapt to it, or you just ride until you just can't hold your eyes open no more, and then you definitely sleep when the truck's moving. But see, I also don't kill my students during TNT either. Professional sleeper. Look, I don't run extremely hard. Like Chad Rich, when he's TNT, he runs, really runs. 1,000, 1,200 miles every freaking day. I don't do that. We ran 900 and something miles yesterday, and it was plenty. I didn't even like running that much. I wish we could have got away with about 800. Chad will run your dick in the dirt. Chad will run your dick in the dirt. What's going on, Bobby? Hey, Falcon, back to back, baby. I've been there. I've been there. Back to back. You learn to sleep anywhere. You're like, y'all got 15 minutes. Hey, back to back. Just sit down and go back to back. Just pass out for 15 minutes. How you doing, Pedro? Well, Jay, I drive nights. I don't make my students drive at night. I don't allow my students to drive from 4 to 6 a.m. They get some night driving into like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes, but I don't let them drive like overnight on a night shift. Correct, Either, yeah. Yeah, I mean, swapped off at exits. Chad will run your ass down, man. You'll sleep if you ride with Chad Rich, because he's going to make you run 11 hours straight. Look, it cracks me up when Chad gets some students and Chad will be on their ass, right? He'll make them drive 11 hours, right? All day. And then like 3 o'clock in the morning, Chad's waking the student up, telling him to get in the damn top bunk because he needs a nap. And he's going to crawl in the bed and go to sleep. Student's like, well, I had to drive 11 hours. Why don't you? And y'all know how Chad is. No lickety split, because anybody can fall asleep between 4 and 6 a.m. I don't care who you are. And I know my points, my point of sleeping. And if it's 4:15 in the morning and I feel like I need to pull over and take a nap, I pull over and take a damn nap. No, it's because it's some astronomical number, guys. It's like 85% of all single vehicle accidents happen between like 3 and 7 in the morning. All right, or 3 and 6 in the morning or something. It's really high for single vehicle accidents. Means nobody else involved. So obviously those are driver error accidents. Cherry makes you drive 9 hours? Yeah. Hey, look, if in a perfect world, I would have, my truck would begin its day every day at 5 a.m., right? And we work 16 hours, and every night at 9 p.m. the truck would be shut down, everybody would sleep. My student would do an 8-hour shift, I would do an 8-hour shift, and we would sleep for 8 hours or be off the clock for 8 hours. That'd be the ideal situation for me. I wish I could do that every day. Because the truck would roll about 750 miles a day. I could make plenty of money on that. They get their miles in fairly quickly at 750 a day. Think of that 7,500 every, so it'd be like 40 days. It'd be 6 weeks, they'd be done. For not taking the truck back. Oh, yeah, Bobby, that sucks, man. They give him a big ticket, or they just warn him and send you on your way? See, they might be all right. Hey, TNT's tough. That's why most people who go solo, they'll tell you they're a lot happier by themselves, because if you can survive TNT, you can survive out here as a solo driver. At least with most trainers, if you survive TNT. You just got to get through it. TNT can be action-packed. Long days, sleepless nights, lots of downtime like we're having today. You start at some point, you no matter who you are, at some point you're going to get on each other's nerves. That's why I take my students home, because I want that break. I want them to have a break from me and me to have a break from them. It makes a huge difference. And so like Brown's is going to be perfect. It's going to be right in the middle of his training. It's going to be for probably like 4 days. He'll be home with his family. I mean, everything will be good. And Valgan, he can get over it. That's why I drive nights. Because I don't ever want to put my student in that position. I don't ever want my student to feel like, oh, this truck has to go 900 miles today or 1,000 miles today. You know? Look, me and Sean, we did some damn running, okay? But you got to remember, he was my brother. We could sleep behind each other like it was nothing. I mean, we were blood, man. We've known each other all of our lives. So, you know, I had no problem going to bed behind him. He had no problem going to bed behind me. You know, it was nothing more than two brothers on a joyride across the country. And we did some running. I mean, we had many days where we did 1,300 miles. I'll know in a couple days. Uh-oh. Ah, Greg, that backing will come, man. Your trainer's going to help you with that, unless you're talking about when you're solo. But look, my students who are PSD, who do not have a CDL, do not back. I take them back to Springfield. I spend 2 or 3 days with them on the pad. I teach them how to back for the test. And then when we get out back on the road, then I have them backing. And the reason being is, if you're in PSD and I'm out here having you back in truck stops, and then you go to get on that training pad and take your test on that test pad, it's totally different. And it's easier to teach you the backing maneuvers you need to know to pass the test, and then let you kind of use that knowledge and transition it into real world. It's much easier to do that than it is to transition real world backing into the test setting. Because backing sucks in general. We all know that, right? Backing changes every day, man. I've been out here a long time, and some days I can one shot a 90 in a tight spot, and other days it takes me 6 pull-ups. Correct. Rolling for time, yeah. I mean, yeah. Me and Chad, we do train differently. How long is the testing? You mean the training part, Pedro? You have to have your permit for 14 days in Missouri, and then you can test out as long as you're ready. And then it's 30,000 miles after that. Yeah, so like Rolling for Time got done, like, I believe I already had Stefan like a week or two before he got on Chad's truck, and he got done a week or 10 days before Stefan did. So yeah, it's a little different. So y'all rode like really freaking hard. Had to find a do. Pedro, I don't know the answer to that. You'd have to call a recruiter, but I think so. It's the first try. See, that's why I don't even have students try it, because I don't want them to get discouraged. I'd rather put them on a pad and let them learn there than get discouraged. I forgot I turned it up. I just about choked myself out. I may have to turn this thing down a little bit. I may have turned the wattage up a little too high. No, I think that'll work. I just have to, it'll just take me a few hits to get used to it. But I think it'll work. Yeah, hey, backing's no fun, guys. If you're not used to backing, you don't know anything about it, and they just kind of say, hey, put it in the hole. I mean, all right, Bobby, take care, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here shortly, too. I just get to sleep in tomorrow. We're in Cali, Bobby. By the way, freight's light, man. We unloaded at 1 o'clock today. We don't pick up till 3 o'clock tomorrow in, oh, shit, Carson. See, that happens sometimes. Yes, yes, and you have to go there. That is the carport inspection station. Yeah, you have to go there because you have to get an inspection sheet. They have to inspect the whole trailer before it goes to Mexico, and you have to take that inspection sheet to your 90 with you. The 90 will not take you without that inspection sheet. Colton, yeah, Colton, that's where I'm going. Ralph's right, Colton. I said Carson, didn't I? Colton, California. Right here by Ontario. It's right down the road. It's like right down the road. It's over by Fontana. Yeah, backing is, I mean, backing is very important. Yeah, get out and look. That's all you can do, get out and look. I get out and stand and spot whenever my students back. Went there, it was the same. It was the same place, by different street. Canal Street, yeah, that's the Prime Terminal. And then you're going to go deliver the load on the other, on Main Street or whatever it was. The world has really changed. You ain't lying, Greg. Cash for the lumper fee, JB? Mines, yeah. I don't know where Mines is. Is that the one right next to it? We do have a customer like right. We do have a customer like right next to the Prime Terminal. Not the one in there, not the produce, but like around that corner. We have a customer over on the left we go to sometimes. I don't remember. Let me look. I'll look it for you. I'll tell you by looking at it. I'll be able to tell you if it's that customer or not. You got me curious now. Mines Road, Laredo, Texas. No, I know where you're going. It's like you're gonna deliver the same one I delivered to. It's like 12 miles from the yard or 18 miles from the yard. Continental Forwarding, yeah. Hey, that parking lot's tight as shit, just so you know. Very tight. Alright, Pedro, you be safe too. Game of Thrones was good this week, but there's not much action. Even though Arya Stark took her clothes off, sort of, kind of. I was kind of freaked out by that. I actually went and Googled to make sure she was old enough to be doing that. Exactly. Yeah, I went and Googled her to make myself feel less guilty for looking. Yeah, believe it or not, she's 22. Yeah, she's 22. Yeah, she's 22. Pretty wild, huh? Pretty wild. She started on the show when she was like 11 or 12. And she's now 22 years old. So I was kind of freaked out at first. But yeah. It's good stuff, man. Maisie Williams is her name. Shit, Sansa's about to marry Nick or Joe Jonas. I think Nick Jonas. They're engaged. They're not kids no more. They're grown women. They like to party. So everybody got prediction on who's going to be sitting on the Iron Throne when it's all said and done? Uncle Chad. Uncle Chad sits on the plastic bucket throne. He doesn't sit on the Iron Throne. So none of it would, nobody, I mean, there's a lot of people who could be sitting on it that wouldn't surprise me. But I'm starting to lean towards the fact that I really think that it might be Sansa Stark. Lickety Split, always feeling like they're in a hurry. Every student I've had, they always feel rushed when there's no reason for it. So that's the biggest thing I always see happen, is they always feel rushed. Yeah, I mean, not even panicking, just rushed all the time, all the time. So like Brown today, man, when he's driving, we were coming back from our delivery today back to Ontario to park. His driving today was so much better in traffic than it's been the last 10 days, and I think it's because things are starting to slow down for him. So like he was seeing people merging way ahead of when they were actually coming in, and he was adjusting his speed, letting them get in first or behind him based on where they were on the ramp. I mean, just a lot of things are changing. A lot of things. Yeah, he's literally Song of Fire. Now, you're right, Tyler. That's probably who it's going to be. I'm doing a video about it tomorrow. Where'd you deliver out there? I wonder if he delivered to that, where I delivered those monster drinks that time. That was a bad hit. I didn't like it. Spoiler kind of, yeah. It's really not a spoiler. I mean, most people... Caribbean cold storage. Yeah, that's that, don't they have a Tyson sign out front? It says Caribbean cold storage, but I think it's a Tyson facility, if I remember correctly. Had to like park on the frickin' street and wait for a door. Ginger can have a win for once. I don't know, man. It was a Tyson delivery. Yeah, that's where you went then. Yeah, it's a Tyson facility too. I don't know, Cedar. Did you see it last night? Sansa's gonna have a win with Otheo, right? And she's never gonna get none the rest of her life because his got chopped off. So basically, what they did, if I'm gonna spoil this, guys. Spoiler alert. I'm going to spoil last night's Game of Thrones. If you haven't watched it yet, you probably want to mute it for just a minute. Basically, all they did last night was start setting up, like, literally, like, the couples. Like, you know, they gave you some Jon and Dany story where he explains to her who he is, that he's Aegon Targaryen, and the rightful heir to the Iron Throne. They gave you Arya and Gentry, again, whatever, however you say his name, hooking up on their last day alive, possibly before it goes to war. Sansa and Theon, I mean, embracing when he came back, and then sitting down and having dinner together. At the end, well, if you want to call it dinner, you know, there was a soup line, but you know, them having a moment. Some weird vibes between Brianna and Jaime Lannister. You know, that was kind of there. That was a little different. You know, Worm and I can't think of her name right now. And she's kind of the prettiest girl in the whole show. Almost the whole show, in my opinion. But, you know, Worm and the girl that speaks like 20 languages, she used to be the slave. You know, they kind of said their goodbyes before he went out to the front lines. I mean, it was very much another week of storytelling, preparing you for what's going to be a huge battle next week. And I think it's going to end in 1 week. I really do. I think next week's episode is probably going to be an hour and 30 minutes. I think it'll be very action-packed. I think the war with the Night King will be over at the end of next week's episode. And then I think the following week, it'll be another storytelling. And the week after that will be the battle between whatever you want to call it. I mean, the army and we'll just call it the army in the north, right? And the Lannister mercenaries in the Lannister army. And then the last episode will be everything winding down. Correct. Tyler, they cut it off. So she had a bit of disgust on her face, right? And she kind of got defensive and said, well, you know, it's interesting that this big secret, the only people who knew it were your brother, being Bran, and your best friend, right? So, you know, that was her whole thing, like, it's fake. But he didn't act like, he didn't approach it as if he was going to, like, wanted the Iron Throne. He was just explaining to her who he was. He was standing in the crypt in front of his mother, and she come in and said, you know, yeah, you know, everybody told me my brother Rhaegar was this great guy, and he used to give money to the poor kids, to the hungry children, and he raped her, and then Jon was like, no, he didn't rape her. They were in love. They were secretly married. And, you know, on her dying birthing bed, as she bled out on her birthing bed, she took her son, who she knew Robert Baratheon would kill, and gave him to her brother to raise as his bastard. And my name is Aegon Targaryen. So, all right, man.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we're talking about Game of Thrones. We're having like a Game of Thrones discussion.
Yeah, right.
The whole room emptied out. We're cool. We're like 30 people. It's only the cool people left. Only the cool people stayed to talk about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right.
Fuck the rest of them. So anyhow, Tyler, so he explained it to her, and as they were having a conversation, the horn blows, and you know the Night King and the army of the dead are at the gates. So that's where they ended it, and then they ended the episode with John and Danny heading off to get on the dragons, because he's gonna fly one dragon, she's gonna fly the other. Suede, it's an amazing freaking show. You should binge watch it. Get HBO Now, because you don't drive, right? You just ride. Go get you HBO Now for like $15. Actually, you get like 7 days free, and binge watch the whole damn series. It's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. And they're going to do some spin-offs on it. I just don't know what they're going to do yet. But rumor has it we could see like Ned Stark growing up in the Stark family. Yeah. From like back when Ned was a kid, and him growing up all the way up until the war with the Mad King. But yeah, it's really good show. If you're into any kind of like medieval stuff, medieval time stuff, it's really awesome. Kings and queens and dragons, and really not so much magic. I mean, even though there's some things you could say would be like sorcery or stuff, but no, Bran Stark is not going to be sitting on the Iron Throne. Oh, then you'd love it. Suede, you'd love it, all right? As long as nudity doesn't offend you, all right? Because I'm going to warn you, in the earlier seasons, there was a lot of freaking naked people, like all the time. They've gotten a lot better about it the last season or two. Yeah, they've gotten way better about it the last season or two. A lot of dickless dudes. Yeah, there's a lot of guys have had their junk cut off. But I love it. It's a great show. Yeah, everybody knows I'm a big Walking Dead fan, but I'm actually even a bigger Game of Thrones fan. I actually started watching it, episode 1, live on HBO the night it came on. Yeah, it was a good show. It's a good show. It is. You'd like it. It's got, like I said, it's got some weird stuff in it. It's got a lot of stuff that like really happened back then, you know, like incest and stuff like that. So it's pretty wild. The things that we do for love. What the hell you do? You check tire pressure?
Huh?
Checking tire pressure? Checking tires?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was wondering what you're doing. You got out. I was like, I wonder where he's going. He went to check.
Dude, but
went to check the tires.
It like splattered all over my feet. I was like, fuck.
Clean your feet.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean, Max?
Oh, I know.
Damn concrete, man. It's gross.
Lubricating the hubs.
Shit.
They're all laughing at you.
For real?
Yeah. He's over here getting the baby wipes out to scrub his feet. You know what, guys? I'm going to wrap it up anyhow. So, it was good seeing everybody tonight. We actually had a little fun here at the end talking about Game of Thrones. That's good stuff.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is dope.
Game of Thrones is awesome to always talk about. Nothing wrong with that. No, Seether, no, never. Never. It's just, yes, he's checking the tire pressure.
I'm watching my Joe Rogan.
That's a good student. He's like, I thought he was actually out there checking tire pressure. That's a good student.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. All right, y'all take care. We're going to get this load tomorrow and get the hell out of Cali.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Danny's hot. Danny's hot, Falcon.
Ah.
And I actually think Amelia Clark looks better with dark hair than she does the blonde, in my opinion. So I like her better. I like her better with dark hair, like she is in real life. So it's funny too. So really quick, I'll say one more thing. I saw an interview with her, and she said that she was out with with Jon Snow. I can't remember his name right now. But so it was Emilia Clarke and Jon Snow and Ygritte, and they were out eating dinner, and like people were coming up to them at the table, and they recognized Jon Snow and Ygritte, and they were asking her to take the picture of them with Jon Snow because they didn't know who the hell she was with the dark hair. They didn't realize that was Dany. They didn't realize the Mother of Dragon was the one taking a picture. She said she absolutely loved it. She thought it was the best fucking day ever because no one knew who she was.
Can you hand me those napkins bags, please?
Yeah. All of them or half of them or what?
Yeah, just some of them.
All right.
I know I'm going to be blowing my nose tonight. Thanks, man.
Yeah, Kit Harington. Yeah, it was pretty funny. That's pretty funny, Caesar, ain't it? All right, y'all take care. Have a good night. BBB, right? Be safe, be smart, be successful, guys. Just make good choices, you know. Just do your thing. Do your thing and just do it right and be successful about it. That's pretty much it. And I just want to close on the same note I opened with. You know, guys, make trucking a way to provide the financial income you need for your life, but don't make trucking your life, okay? So have contact with the outside world, have contact with your family, friends, somebody. Don't turn it into a lonely job for you. Turn it into a healthy career, okay? Don't make it a lonely job, make it a healthy career for you. Let it provide for you, let it nourish your future, but don't let it destroy you as an individual and as a person. So, thanks for